Hey guys, this is Amit and you're watching Tech Dad. In this video, we are going to compare between Note 9 Pro 5G versus Samsung Galaxy M41. And we will discuss which one is better in camera, performance, display, body of the devices, features, communication chips, and about the prices. And in the end of the video, I will tell you which one is better according to me. So watch this video till the end. So without wasting any time, let's start the video. Let the comparison start with the camera of the devices. Starting with the rear camera of the devices. Note 9 Pro 5G have quad camera setup, 108 megapixel of wide camera, 8 megapixel of ultra wide camera, 2 megapixel of macro camera and 2 megapixel of depth sensor. Whereas F41 have triple camera setup, 64 megapixel of wide camera, 8 megapixel of ultra wide camera and 5 megapixel of depth sensor. So the winner here is Note 9 Pro 5G because of quad camera setup, which have 108 megapixel of wide camera. And about the selfie camera of the devices, Note 9 Pro 5G have 16 megapixel of wide camera, whereas F41 have 32 megapixel of wide camera. So the winner here is F41 because it can take great photos due to larger megapixel. Let's talk about the camera features of the devices. Note 9 Pro 5G have dual tone dual LED flash with HDR and panorama, whereas F41 have LED flash with HDR and panorama. So the winner here is Note 9 Pro 5G because of dual tone dual LED flash. And about the video recording options in the devices. Note 9 Pro 5G can shoot 4K video max at 30 fps, Full HD video max at 60 fps with gyro electronic image stabilization. In other hand, F41 can shoot 4K video max at 30 fps, Full HD video max at 30 fps with gyro electronic image stabilization. So without a doubt, the winner here is Note 9 Pro because of high frame rate. Moving to the performance of the devices, let's start with the operating system of the devices. Both of the devices comes with Android 10 support, so it's a tie here. And about the user interface of the devices, Note 9 Pro 5G have MIUI, whereas the F41 have One UI. So I will call it's a tie here because both of the devices have different UI, and which UI you like it or not, it's up to you. Let's talk about the processor of the devices. Note 9 Pro is powered by Snapdragon 750G, whereas the F41 have Exynos 9611. So clearly the winner here is Note 9 Pro 5G because it can give you much more performance. And about the GPU of the devices, Note 9 Pro 5G comes with Adreno 620 GPU and F41 have Mali G72. So again, the winner here is Note 9 Pro 5G because it can give you more FPS in games. Let's talk about the clock speed of the devices. Note 9 Pro 5G can clock at 2.2 GHz based on octa-core Creo chipset, whereas F41 can clock at 2.3 GHz based on octa-core Cortex chipset. So the winner here is F41 because of higher clock speed. And about the RAM variants in the devices. Note 9 Pro have 6 and 8 GB of RAM options, whereas F41 has only 6 GB of RAM option. So the winner here is Note 9 Pro because of multi-RAM options. Let's talk about the internal storage of the devices. Note 9 Pro have two storage options, 128 and 256 GB, whereas F41 have 64 and 128 GB of storage options. So the winner here is Note 9 Pro 5G because it have more read and write speed. And about the external storage of the devices, Note 9 Pro 5G have shared external card slot option, whereas F41 have dedicated micro SD card slot option. So the winner here is F41. Moving to the display of the devices, let's start with the screen size of the devices. Note 9 Pro have 6.6 inches of display, whereas F41 have 6.4 inches of display. So the winner here is Note 9 Pro 5G because of larger display size. And about the screen to body ratio of the devices, Note 9 Pro 5G have 84.6%, whereas F41 have 84.1%. So I will call it's a tie here because both of the devices have approx the same ratio. Let's talk about the screen resolution of the devices. Both of the devices have Full HD plus display, so it's a tie here. And about the display type of the devices, Note 9 Pro 5G have IPS LCD display having 120 Hz of refresh rate with HDR10 support, and F41 have Super AMOLED display. So the clear winner here is Note 9 Pro because 120 Hz of refresh rate can give you better viewing experience. Moving to the body features of the devices, let's talk about the thickness of the devices. Note 9 Pro have 9 mm of thickness, whereas F41 have 8.9 mm of thickness. So I will call it a tie here because both of the devices have approximately the same thickness. Talking about the weight of the devices, Note 9 Pro 5G have 215 grams of weight, whereas F41 have 191 grams of weight. So the winner here is F41 because of slightly lighter weight. And about the protective glass of the devices, Note 9 Pro have Gorilla Glass 5, whereas F41 have Gorilla Glass 3. So I will call the winner here is Note 9 Pro because of the newer generation of glass. Let's talk about the build quality of the devices. Note 9 Pro 5G have glass back with plastic frame, whereas F41 have plastic back with plastic frame. So the winner here is Note 9 Pro 5G because of the solid build quality. And about the SIM options in the devices, both of the devices have dual nano SIM support, so it's a tie here. Moving to some of the most important features in the devices, starting with the fingerprint scanner of the devices. Note 9 Pro 5G have side mounted fingerprint scanner, whereas F41 have rear mounted fingerprint scanner. So I will call it a tie here because it's up to you which side you prefer. And about the sensors in the devices, both of the devices have accelerometer, gyroscope, proximity sensor and compass. So it's a tie here. Let's talk about the battery capacity of the devices. Note 9 Pro 5G have 4820 mAh of battery, whereas F41 have massive 6000 mAh of battery. So the winner here is F41 because of massive battery capacity. And about the charging speed of the devices, Note 9 Pro 5G have 33 watts of fast charging, whereas F41 have only 15 watts of fast charging. So obviously the winner here is Note 9 Pro because 33 watts of fast charging can charge up your device faster. Let's talk about the loudspeaker of the devices. Note 9 Pro have stereo speakers, whereas F41 have normal speakers. So the winner here is Note 9 Pro because of stereo speakers. And about the headphone jack of the devices, both of the devices have 3.5 mm of headphone jack, so it's a tie here. Moving to the communication chips in the devices, starting with the WLAN of the devices. Both of the devices have Wi-Fi AC, dual band Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi direct and hotspot, so it's a tie. And about the Bluetooth of the devices, Note 9 Pro 5G have 5.1 generation of Bluetooth, whereas F41 have 5th generation of Bluetooth. So the winner here is Note 9 Pro 5G because of newer generation of Bluetooth. Let's talk about the GPS chips in the devices. Both of the devices have AGPS, GLONASS and BDS, but Note 9 Pro 5G have more positioning chips. So the winner here is Note 9 Pro. And about the USB connectivity of the devices, both of the devices have 2nd gen of Type-C connector, so it's a tie here. Moving to the prices of the devices. In international market, Note 9 Pro 5G is available from $330 whereas F41 is available from $230 In Indian market, Note 9 Pro 5G will start from 18,000 rupees, whereas F41 is available from 16,500 rupees. So the conclusion of the video is, in the winner in camera is Note 9 Pro 5G. In performance, the winner is Note 9 Pro 5G. In the display, again the Note 9 Pro 5G is the winner. In the body segment, the winner is F41. In the features of the devices, the winner is F41. In the communication chips, it's a tie. And about the prices, the winner is Note 9 Pro. So the decision is totally yours, which device you like the most so far, and let me know in the comment below what do you think about the video and which device is better for you. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you like our content, please like our video, share this video and subscribe to our channel. Comment what's your thoughts in the comment below. If you are watching this video on Facebook, please like our page TechDad. If you want to follow me on Instagram, here's my Instagram ID on the screen. This is Amit and I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, bye.